Seriously, the American government know more about me than anybody else in the world. Than my mom, my dad, my closer friend. Yeah, American government. Exactly, know everything about me.
Mustafa Hassoun fled Syria in 2011 and spent 4 years in Turkey before getting permission to come to the United States. It took him 15 months to be vetted. Here's what that looked like. Step 1. Register with the UN. Step 2. Interview with the UN. Mustafa had 3 interviews with the UN.
Ask me about everything in my life. Everything.
Step 3. The UN grants you refugee status and refers you for resettlement in the US. Step 4. The US accepts the file and State Department contractors interview you. Step 5. Background checks by the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, State Department, and National Counterterrorism Center. If you're Syrian, you also get a higher level background check by the DHS.
And if any one of these steps indicates that the refugee may not be a good fit for the US, they're not granted resettlement in the US.
Step 6. An extensive in-person interview with a Homeland Security officer.
You have to promise to say everything right. If anything you say wrong, you will be in trouble when you be in the United States. Huge trouble.
Step 7. Fingerprint scan and photograph. Your fingerprints are screened against databases for the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, and the Department of Defense. Step 8. Get a medical screening.
The medical check is so hard. Check everything, your health, your body. I take my clothes off and check if I do have any Poland one.
Step 9. Attend a cultural orientation class. Step 10. Get a resettlement location and travel plan from an American resettlement agency.
I received a phone call after 2 weeks to tell me about you have to be ready if you have something to sell it. If you don't have a job, you have to quit.
Step 11. Pass one more multi-agency security check before departure. Step 12. On arrival, pass a final security check with Customs and Border Protection. That's how Mustafa came to the United States. But that's all in limbo because of President Trump's executive order.
One of the things the executive order has done is it has told people, if you play by the rules, you go through all the interviews, you provide all the documents, you go through all the biometric data submission, you let the FBI and the Office of Counterterrorism and the Department of State and the Department of Defense and the Department of Homeland Security look through everything in your life. You play by all of these rules, we're still not going to let you in. The promise that we made that you would go through this process and then at the end of it, if you were accepted, you would have a new home in the US, we're breaking that promise. That's what the executive order does.
I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to come here. I'm so lucky.